Hi, this is Mitch Cohen. He played first in the last ICS. He's a really great player. He's a certified judge, so listen to this guy.
No, we're just playing, you guys.
Alright, so here's my deck profile for giskis. I'm just doing what I can with them right now. I mean, the new set, when Hidden Arsenal 6 comes out, these are going to get a lot better. Like Vision Giski, and there's a lot of other stuff that I'm going to add in here once that set comes out. But for now, it's actually running pretty well. I can beat, a couple top tier decks, but, it takes a little bit of effort, but it's still really good. So, first, got 3 Soul Ogres. DT Soul Ogre. No, they're the beat stick of the deck. You gotta have them. You gotta have Soul Ogres in there. Next we have 2 Mind Augusts, and they're another good beat stick. They shuffle your monsters back in your deck. You can also mess up plays for other decks like Insectors and stuff like that. We got the main searcher of the deck, Giski Ariel. Flip summon, you can add 1 Giski monster from your deck to your hand, search out Shadow, search out Beast, search out stuff like that. Then we got 3 Giski Shadows, and as of right now, they're one of the best cards probably in the deck. You search out your Aqua Mirrors, and you can go and get out your Soul Ogres and stuff. You said discard, add 1 to your hand, and they can be used with the whole tribute summon too, for the ritual monsters. Got 3 Giski Chains. I mean, they're really good. It's basically like a duality, but for spells and traps, or for ritual monsters. So you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. There's a ritual spell monster spell card in there. You add it to your hand, and then you can put the other 2 back in whatever order you want. So pretty well you can anticipate what you have going on next. And these I just decided to put in here 2 Giski Vanities. And I know most people have been citing these, but I feel like I run into a lot of points where I have the cards to play, but I get solemned, I get bottomless. So these guys really stop anything from getting rid of that, getting rid of your ritual monsters being summoned.
Swap them out for these 2.
Yeah, I mean, I tech these in for a while, and they work okay, but as of right now, they're really fillers until I can get the new set stuff. So we got 3 Giski Beasts and Automatic Utopia.
And if only your ritual monsters could go into your extra deck.
But 3 Giski Beasts, like, great card. It lets you summon a level 4 or lower Giski monster from your graveyard, and it Automatic Utopia basically.
Thank you, Pet Face Black Rings. Let me one that's competition.
2 Giski Abyss, and they both, when you summon it, you can add 1 Giski monster from your deck to your hand with 1,000 or less defense, and except for another Abyss. So he searches out basically all your monsters. Then we got 2 Deep Sea Divas, Automatic Gotchi, and I love the plays when you can Deep Sea Diva into another one, and then you can have Chain run over. The one thing that kills this deck is T-Kings, so if you can get a Gotchi out and then get a Chain big enough to run over them, it really helps a lot. And then Lunch Godia. I chose Trag over Gores because I have so much hand control because I search out for hands, I recycle my ritual monsters, and Trag is big, he can get big, and I can use him for levels, I can use him for exceeding, so he works really well.
First turn draw 5 cards.
And now we got the spells. We got 2 salvages. I know some people prefer 3, but I'm only running 2 because it can be a dead draw if you draw into 3 and 2 of these in the first hand, and you don't have anything to get back with them. Then 2 hand destructions. The whole deck is getting your giskis into the graveyard. So you gotta discard them into your graveyard, draw 2 cards. That's good draw power.
Well, won't that help Dark World?
So that's stone. Then we got 2 aqua mirrors. I know some people like to run 3, but I prefer 2 because they just recycle themselves over and over again anyway. So you don't really have to worry about losing these.
One thing, would you side one? Because, I mean, against macros.
Maybe. I would maybe side 1. But
Especially with Nick's new macro 6 hands.
and then we got 2 MSTs, a Dark Hole, a Heavy Storm, and a Monster Reborn. You know,
Basically stable.
all staples. Then we got 2 D prisons. You know, this deck needs a lot of back row protection, especially because you need a little bit of time to set up. We got, and basically we have all the staples: 2 Solemn Warnings, 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Mirror Force. I sided another Torrential in there because you know, it can be helpful, and I've been siding in. Where'd it go?
The runners?
No, it's here. Been siding.
Oh,
in.
yeah.
This is another in the trap lineup. Really good card. It's reveal 1 ritual spell in your hand and target 2 Gishki monsters in your graveyard and add them back to your hand. So it's another way of recycling them. It's just basically a salvage.
So I know bottomless, especially with this format.
What?
No bottomless?
No, I don't like bottomless.
Side to bottomless.
I side you. Yeah.
Yeah, side them out for warnings against rabbits and those other cards that do. I know some people have actually been messaging me. They've been asking me, why not run that?
Do you use the Giski Diviner, whatever, this guy?
No, use him. He's crappy. He's the only reason why you'd ever run this guy is because he'd be another target for Diva. And then this guy,
well, there's a fact though, like, you know how that one card says you can look at the cards? You can add one of them to your hand, but
yeah, he's gonna be better.
Situational.
Yeah, he's gonna be better next set because there's a lot of Gishki ritual monsters that let you look at your opponent's hand. And then there's Gishki Marker, and like he's okay, but I think at this point I'd probably run him because there's no vision Gishkis to grab my ritual monsters, and he's a good way to recycle. And he's 1600, that's reasonable. But right now the deck's pretty full, so I can find run for him. I'll put him in there. But if not, then he's just going to stay aside. And
any recommendations? Comment down there.
Yep. If you got any advice, anything you think I should be doing, then just let me know. Thank you.
Yeah, this is one of the budget decks. The new series, next one, hopefully Battery Man.
Topping at your next YCS, Mitch Code.
This dude.